I'm serious. Now, I have been to a lot of parties. I mean, hundreds of parties, all social strata, etc., etc. I rank this one up at the very, very top.
You're so charming.
I'm very charming.
You are. I'll cop to that. But I think he's telling the truth. I had a great time.
Well, of course you had a great time. It was your party.
Tiffany, you know me better than that. I don't like parties, except at Kelly's. I have noticed through the years that Kelly's Diner has the best parties in town, bar none. Ain't that right, Rose?
You're right, Luke. You're always right.
Thank you.
What'd he say? No, you guys stay right where you are. We're just gonna stack these dishes tomorrow. We're gonna wash them.
Oh, I'm busy tomorrow. I have a court date tomorrow.
Well, I can wait till you get out.
Oh. Well, it's going to be a long time. You know, it's one of those government cases that could go on for hours, days, weeks.
Months, years. Nice try, counselor, but you're committed.
You gonna wash paper cups?
Yeah.
What a woman.
How about a refill?
Oh, no, my limit.
What happens when you drink 2?
Well, it's only a rumor, but I've heard that. I think that's pretty crazy.
I like the sound of that. I'm going to get you another drink. I love it.
No, wait a minute. Look, DL, you are my friend. I work for you. I trust you. I respect you. But please, no more talk about the political thing, all right?
I can't help myself. You're a natural.
Well, look at all the friends you have.
You got a lot of friends. You run for office.
Okay, I'll do it.
No, wait a minute. You are perfect. You got charisma. You got smarts. You have a well-known name and face. All you have to do is learn how to take advantage of it.
Okay, how do I do that?
That's easy. All you got to do is just put your name up on a billboard and run for mayor.
Look, I don't think this is such a hot idea.
Look, will you be quiet? I'm trying to concentrate down here.
It's a violation.
We're not going to steal anything.
But it's Gerald's project. I mean, it's almost...
You're about to say dishonest. You have all... I don't want to hear that. Not from you, baby, all right? Now, I've got to find out if the disc is in here or not. Now, you shut up. Where was I?
Well, it sure is taking you long enough.
1 minute you don't want me to do it. Now I'm not fast enough. Now, what is it with you?
I remember when you used to crack those things in 2 seconds flat.
Yeah, well, good living's made me soft.
Yeah, senile.
I'll give you senile.
Okay, I'll cancel your reservation at the retirement home. Is it there?
You saw Gerald lying there unconscious. You checked his pulse. The minute you realized he was definitely unconscious, you went over to the safe. And of course, you remembered the combination.
That's all part of the training, isn't it?
So you opened the safe.
Well, I heard someone coming, so I rushed back and knelt beside Gerald.
So you didn't open the safe.
No.
So you didn't take the disc either.
I'm afraid not, Natalie.
Good.
Good?
We'll wait for Gregory.
I'm telling you, enough money, the right campaign, and you're on your way, kid.
And I'm telling you, I've had enough of this put on, okay? Because I know what happens next. What happens next? Rose is designing campaign posters. You're coming up with a hotshot campaign manager, probably yourself. Tiffany's putting herself on the ballot as commissioner of trash. Also designing costumes for the fundraising dinners, right?
Right, and as my first duty as commissioner of trash, all trash will be gift wrapped from now on. And then we're going to have the first party here, since that's where the idea originated. We'll have a few friends in, a few local officials, even a senator.
Stop it.
No, we are talking power here. We're talking a local seat. Before long, you're going to be running for senator.
I'm not interested, okay?
Come on, look, the glamour of it, all of those official ceremonies, the mayor's mansion, darling, none of that interests you?
How about the thrill of the applause that comes when you give your speeches? You're going to be quoted in all the newspapers, huh?
What about the TV interviews, celebrity in it?
Would you tell them, Barbara?
What?
Tell them. I'm not cut out for that. I never was. I never will be.
Yeah, well, how do you know unless you try it?
DL, man, I'll work for you. I'm gonna run a casino. That makes me very happy. Whatever you're tripping on, I'm really not interested.
Just promise me one thing. That you'll think about it.
No.
Why not?
Because I have more important things to think about, Rose.
Personally, I think the whole idea is absolutely ridiculous.
Why? Because it hasn't been considered?
Because Luke obviously isn't interested.
Right on, baby sister. Thank you.
Oh, great. And here I was thinking that you're the kind of guy that is just willing to try anything.
Almost.
Anything.
And nothing until I've thought about it, all right?
Ah, there you see. He's willing to think about it.
I didn't say that. Damn. Look, Tiffany, are you ready to get out of here? Let's go home.
Well, come on now. Don't get upset, Luke.
I'm not upset, DL, okay? I'm really, it's nice of you and flattering, okay? But I'm not interested. Shirley. Hey, baby. I haven't seen you all night. I haven't had a chance to talk to you. How you doing?
I'm doing real good.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing better every day. What happened? Did Jed leave you without a ride?
No, I'm okay.
Yeah, she's just fine. This lady can take care of herself.
Yeah, I know she can take care of herself. Look, Jimmy, this is a real good lady, man. Stuff above your usual taste. You know what I mean?
You're right.
All right. Take care of her, and you take care of yourself. Careful. Come on, Tiff, let's go. Let's get out.
Hey, I am ready for a nightcap. What do you say we go down the street?
Oh, right where you talking. Now, wait a minute. I know what you're trying to get me drunk and torture me into this political office idea. Forget it.
Yeah, something like that.
That's what I thought. No, we're headed for our car.
Brock, will you leave him alone? I'll give you a nightcap at Jesse's.
Well, bribed again.
Hey, you guys drive carefully.
Yeah, you guys, thanks a lot for coming over.
Hey, thank you. Bless your reef-ride heart.
Aren't you glad he didn't serve chili?
Oh,
Yes,
babe, keep blowing up those balloons. You never know we're going to have
And
another party.
I'm washing those paper plates all the time because you gotta keep them clean.
Okay, no mayor joke.
I love you. Love you.
No mayor joke.
No mayor
Promise.
joke.
Good night, Mr. Mayor.
Bye.
I promise. I won't.
No way we could postpone this work, huh?
Not a chance.
I think we're invisible.
Mm-hmm. That's good, though. You can get to know one another.
Why do you say that?
Because just you and me. And we can get concentrating on knowing one another. Nobody to interrupt us.
It's dark in here. You scared? No. I'm not scared either. I think it's kind of romantic.
I think so, too.
Well, it's getting a little late. Yeah, I really felt bad about making you drive me all the way home.
Well, why don't you just spend a night in Port Charles?
You know of any good hotels close by?
Yeah, I do. But you see, there are 2 conventions in town, and I'm sure that everything is booked up.
Gee, what a shame.
But I got an idea.
What?
I know of a place. It's not too fancy. Bed's comfortable, and there's hot water. And the company isn't too bad.
Your place.
That's right. And, can't beat the rates.
What are the rates?
Nothing down and no obligations.
You got a deal. Where do we go?
Follow me. Right through that door.
Safe. I feel I should say a prayer of thanks.
Well, let's lock it up first.
Well, there's no chance I can get back to the party. Why don't I take you out for a drink someplace?
Well, thank you anyway, but I'm not ready to close this case just yet.
Yeah, but the disc is safe. What else is there to worry about?
I have a few more questions for our junkie friend. First, I want to find out what he was doing here. Secondly, if he knew Gerald. I only wanted to look at the disc just before I got heavy with him.
Well, I didn't want that drink anyway. Look, why don't we head on down to headquarters? You can talk to the guy.
No need. He's doing cold turkey in the next room. Bert, bring him in, will you?
Oh, I get to see our police commissioner in action. Hmm?
Well, I'm sure you'll recognize some of the tactics, a few little things I picked up in the field.
Field training, my favorite 3 months.
How did you ever get through that?
Oh, I made a few promises to the OIC.
All of which you kept, I'm sure.
Of course not. What sort of girl do you take me for?
A bloody clever one. Oh.
Connie, Commissioner, we weren't able to get much more out of him.
Keep telling him, man. Give me a cigarette. I'll tell you what you want to know.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's like I'm real hooked on nicotine.
Anybody have a cigarette?
Here you go.
Thanks. I thought you were having a nicotine fit.
Yeah, it's not my brand.
Yeah, let's get past all of this. Right, let's get down to it.
Yeah, I told you, I didn't hit that old dude.
I say you did.
So lock me up?
I plan to. Just as soon as I find out what you were doing here and what you got.
Nothing.
No drugs?
No, I don't do that stuff.
Really? Well, what do we got here? I haven't seen this many tracks since Union Station. Now, admit it, you're a dope hit.
All right, so maybe I'm a man, but I didn't get nothing if that's what you're after.
You didn't take anything?
Your boy searched me. What more do you want?
After you left, we found syringes in the sock. He got them from the lab down the hall.
Okay. Take him to HQ and book him, and then I want to check down on his record, see what else you can find.
You'll be here?
At home or the hospital. I've got to talk to Gerald before we can do anything else.
All right, I'll be in touch. Come on, Carl, let's get him out. Let's go.
Well, he seems legitimate. If you can call a junkie legitimate.
Yeah, well, those needle marks were real enough, all right. But let's not be fooled. We know what lengths the opposition will go to.
So you think it's still not a coincidence?
Not until I talk to Gerald.
There was a moment there when I considered taking it. There was the junkie there to blame it on. I had a reason to be in the building. The conditions were almost perfect.
Yes, but you would have never gotten it out of the building.
Of course not. There would have been a search.
Well, that's the first thing Scorpio would have ordered.
Yes, and if I tried to slip out early, Scorpio would have been suspicious because he knew I was headed there. I needed someone to pass it on to her. It never would have worked.
No, you did the right thing. And best now to stick to the plan. You must take the disc when you can prove that you were somewhere else entirely.
Yes, if that's possible.
It is.
That's a guarantee?
I will arrange an alibi for you so you can take the disc and pass it to Gregory. You, in the meantime, must find a way to gain access to that lab anytime you want.
I just hope that Gregory gets to town before Gerald finishes his last tests and passes it on to the WSB for safekeeping.
We're all working against the deadline now, Grant.
If only I had some idea when he was arriving.
Forget about that. Just concentrate on gaining access to the disc immediately. Gregory will be here.
You sure of that?
I know him well, Grant. He may arrive late, but not too late.
I can always tell when I've had too much coffee.
You find it hard to get to sleep?
No, the exact opposite. I literally pass out.
How about another nightcap?
Great. Great, as long as it doesn't have any coffee in it.
Brandy?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I am so glad that Gerald didn't get seriously hurt. Grant would have been devastated.
Yes, I've noticed how close they've become.
Yes, it's strange, isn't it? Grant's attachment for Gerald. I know they knew each other before, but their lives have gone in such different directions.
But that doesn't mean the friendship has to die, though.
No, I know. It's more than a friendship, though, I think.
You mind?
Well, yes, I shouldn't, though, should I? It's just the time he spends with him. Could be spending it with me.
You have your whole lives ahead of you.
I know. I keep telling myself that. But it's just, sometimes when I get jealous, I can't control myself.
Yes, I noticed you have the same trouble with anger sometimes.
Yes. When I get mad,
Anxiety.
Anxiety, anger, jealousy, you name the emotion, I have trouble with it.
No doubt about it. You're certainly a woman of extreme.
Was it so terrible? Grant said that that's what first attracted him to me.
Sure, that's what he finds exciting in you, but I suppose every now and then A little moderation might help.
Any moderation would help.
So, why don't you do something about it?
I try, I really do. I say just keep it all inside. Just don't react at all. Swallow your pride for a moment.
Right, think about the other people.
You're right, I'm selfish.
Oh, I didn't say that.
No, I know, I did, because it's true. When I made that big pass for Jimmy Lee, I didn't think about Grant. I didn't think about the possible repercussions. I didn't even think about Jimmy Lee's feelings. I just did it.
And you suffered the consequences. So just forget about it. Put it behind you. Like you have to do with your feelings of jealousy for Professor Gerald.
You make it sound so easy.
If only it were. Still, once you make a decision, you have to live with it.
Easy for you, maybe.
No, you know how difficult it was for me with Robert. But really, once you make a decision, you have to make the best of it. You never know. You might enjoy it.
Oh, you're right. People are crazy.
Oh, what, just because they give surprise parties for their friends?
Oh, come on. It wasn't like a party for Luke Spencer, their friend. It was like Lucas Lorenzo Lazarus returns from the dead.
I did a movie like that. I did thousands of B movies. This was like, it was Sisters from the Dead. I played this little cheesecake nurse, you know, in this rural hospital. Oh, but they killed me off in the second reel.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be, darling. The meager salary they paid me made me sick. What were we talking about?
I don't remember. You want a nightcap? I'm buying.
Please.
You got it. Cheesecake nurse.
Oh, I was awful.
Yeah. So they all thought I was dead, and it turned out to be that I wasn't. So they threw a party. Why? I mean, that's a big deal.
I think it's a big deal. Big deal. People loved you, Lou. Come on, everybody did. And they missed you when you weren't around. Getting you back was a great gift for everybody.
Come on, sweetheart.
Oh, it was. It was.
A gift? Now, come on.
Well, in a way. It was.
You just like me for my income potential, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I do.
Thank you. I appreciate it. He was kind of nice, though. Got a lot of loyal friends, don't I? Some of them, anyway. You know, maybe I should have told everybody what was happening from the beginning.
Oh, come on. Look, anybody who knows you, that's not your style.
Well, I've always said, show strength, not weakness. I believed it then, and I still believe it now. I do.
Even though you've, seen the consequences?
Hey, look, baby, I can live with my bad reviews, just like you can live with yours.
Well, what about, did you ever get a few little ghosts that come in and haunt you? The loneliness? Or at least, being alone?
No, because that's the past, and the past is dead and gone, and now we just have to get on with the future, don't we?
The casino.
There you go, something new, something exciting. Yeah.
Why the sadness?
What sadness?
Oh, baby, it's there. It's in your eyes. Maybe you can fool these other people. You can't fool me.
I'm sorry, no visitors.
I'm the police commissioner. I have Dante's permission.
It's all right, nurse.
All right, but only for a moment. 2 minutes.
Thank you.
Well, how do you feel, Professor?
I'll feel a lot better if you tell me the disc is safe.
It is.
In your safe where it belongs.
How did you manage to...
Oh, Robert's just an expert with tumblers. Do you know, I think he sandpapers his fingers at night before he goes to bed.
I keep forgetting how multi-talented you both are.
Unfortunately, we're having a spot of trouble piecing together exactly what happened in the lab tonight.
Well, that makes 2 of us. Or should I say 3?
Well, why don't you tell us what happened? Now, our biggest question is how the security curtain was broken.
It wasn't.
But you were found in the lab.
Yes. I went back in there to put away some of my files, and I guess I know I left the door open.
What were you thinking?
Obviously, I wasn't.
Professor, once again, I have got to remind you how important it is to follow our security instructions.
Especially at this point. You have to be constantly vigilant.
Definitely at this point. Now that your disc is complete.
Well, I don't think we'll have any more problems, because I have a constant reminder to keep on my toes.
What's that?
This rather large bump at the back of my head.
Still, you have got to be extremely careful. You can't let anyone in that lab, and I don't care if you trust them with your life. They are not to go in that lab.
I understand.
I hope you do. There's a lot riding on these final weeks.
Believe me, Mr. Scorpio, no one is more aware of that than I.
Shame on you, Doctor. I thought I said no visitors.
Well, you know, official business. We got Dante's permission.
I'm only kidding, Commissioner. You have every right to be here. In fact, perhaps I'm the one who's intruding.
No, that's all right. We're finished here.
As a matter of fact, I would like to have a chat to you later.
Certainly. Just as soon as I finish my rounds, all right?
Sure.
Great. We'll meet you in the cafeteria.
Good.
You take care.
From now on, you can be sure I will. I've been wanting to talk to you, young man.
Oh?
Thank you. Nothing was stolen, and I wasn't badly hurt. However, Scorpio says I've been careless. I'm going to have to be much more careful from now on. That means no one can be admitted to the lab. It means no one is to be trusted, including friends. And that means you too, Grant. I'm telling you all this now because I don't want you to feel hurt when I deny you entrance.
No, I understand. Don't you worry about a thing.
You're a good friend, Grant. A good doctor, too.
Thank you, sir.
No need to thank me. You've given me my life.
Oh, excuse me, Doctor. I thought everyone had gone.
That's all right, nurse. I was just about to leave. You try to get some sleep, my friend. I guarantee you everything's going to be fine.
Nice boy.
Yes, there is. You know, he's never raised his voice to a nurse in all the time he's been here.
Is that so unusual?
Among doctors, it's unheard of. The man's a saint.
Scorpio's been talking to Gerald. Connie's with them. I heard them in the corridor.
Yes, I saw them.
What did he say?
Who?
Gerald, of course.
Well, he thanked me for saving his life. He's really very sweet. I've actually been quite concerned about him.
What, are you getting all emotional about this?
Natalie, don't be ridiculous. It was a simple observation. You know, even within the movement, it's all right for us to have emotions.
Not on this project. We need to retain all the objectivity we can.
We're going to need more than that. I'm afraid this little fiasco may have cost us more than we anticipated.
Why? What do you mean? Someone suspects your interest in Gerald is more than personal?
No, of course not. It's just that from now on, both Gerald and Scorpio are going to be more cautious. Gerald just finished telling me that no one, including me, is going to be admitted into that lab from this point on.
Damn!
Yes, I'm afraid there's nothing we can do about it.
Orders from Scorpio.
It sounded that way.
Look, he still is in your confidence. I mean, particularly after this incident of you saving his life, I would think that would even further his appreciation of you.
I'm afraid not. This project has more importance to him than anything or anyone.
Well, what are we going to do? Because we were counting on him letting you into...
letting me into the lab. I'm afraid we're just going to have to work on a different approach. We've got to figure out a way for me to get into that lab on my own.
You mean getting Gerald to reveal inside information to you?
If I can. I think I'm going to start spending more time with him at home. Maybe I can catch him off guard.
Well, at this point, that's as good a plan as any.
It's going to work, Natalie. I don't know how, but I'm going to find a way to get into that lab.
You had better, Grant. Because one thing is certain. With the DVX, everyone is expendable.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.